did from 96 to 2003.
That's the third strike. How much time did you get? 25 to life.
And they don't give you no good time, good behavior.
I do 85% of whatever they gave me.
I feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, pick your piece on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House, big spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wait for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, pick your piece on the line.
Well, I have a question for Willie. You know, it's very important for us, you know, growing up in the West Coast, Long Beach, Watts, Compton, LA, what have you, that we all have somebody from our neighborhood, affiliated from our neighborhood high school, who make it, whether it's in sports, entertainment, or whatever. And you had the opportunity to be with Dog. Dog has put so many people on through his career, and it's important that people get out the hood, take the homies out the neighborhood, take them on tour, show them a different scenery, show them a different environment. Like, okay, this how they live over here. This how they do things over here. You was one of the guys who was blessed to do that.
Yeah, that was. I mean, honestly, man, you know, I will always be thankful for Dog for the opportunity. But shout out also Big A, Percy and them for putting us.
Oh yeah, shout out to Big A
and Young Sag, because like honestly, without his whatever, you know, the plug that he had, you know, the LBC movement wouldn't have moved forward like it did. So I am thankful, and you know what, honestly, it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. You know what I mean? Because to dream about something and then to actually move around America, move around the places you've never been, and it was my music, and I was getting paid for it. You know, I'm every day I was just waking up. It was so much of a peaceful time because I was just like really like, man, I'm moving around. I saw Mount Rushmore because of rap. You did what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I went to Detroit because of rap. I'm truly thankful, and you know, and that's why I do feel like we are an inspiration, and you know, we're supposed to tell our stories, man, and get it out there. So for every other young dude or whoever that's dreaming, I am living proof that shit come true. Facts.
Gotcha. Check this out. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
We off course on this one. When you gonna do the on the line music video?
We're gonna do the on the line music video whenever whenever. The next date we set, man. We definitely need that.
Yeah, because it's being recorded. So that's Junior. What's the next sound or video footage we're gonna play for the great WIllie Mammuth?
Okay, another video that I had an invite to come to, directed by yours truly, JJ Fomby, is Bar Masters. Now that had another guest out of the LBC. Won't you go and elaborate on that before we get into it?
Man, shout out to the legendary. Hey, man, you know, I love Dog, but my G from the city with the bar master, King Crooked, man. Shout out King Crooked. Crooked Eye, you might know him as Crooked Eye, Crooked in Triago, whatever you know him. You might know him from Slaughterhouse. But man, he
COB.
Man, COB, Fumby, man, we put that together. Actually, the idea of Bar Masters came from Fumby again. That's why I say one thing I want to say with that, and I'm not afraid to give, you know, all my people they shine. Have a team and have people around you that are all investing into what you're doing. Because he was bringing ideas, and instead of me just being like, hey, nah, I don't want to do that, I actually was like, hey, you know, that sound great. And that came together in this video right here, man. This video right here, bruh, that real deal. And it's Bar Masters, Crooked Eye.
Real quick before we go to the video, Eric Lee's in the video too.
Yes, sir. Shout out Eric Lee. He actually produced the beat. He actually dropped the verse on there. And you know, we did our thing. You see that all white, man. We was cocained out, man. We pushing this dope. We are dope.
All right, Control, without further ado, let the people see it, Controls.
I'm a phenom, verbal lyrical terror. The sci-fi star spitting, have them turn their heads like the Exorcist. Last draw, 10 stepped in, big hole in your sombrero. Boss heavy metal, and I'm moving like Magneto. They gas high octane, well I'm molded off the diesel. Spit ultra race, contact disintegrate the people. High commodity, like Jordan flights. Type to get endorsed by Mike and press the first Jordan mics. I'm a beast, baby. Greatness and bands my DNA. Knock them off, Holocaust, souls and careers float away. This is my time. Age1 only seems to get better. With great, I only seem to get cheddar. No competing, we obsolete. All regions omnipotent. Omnipresent, my spirit lingers any place I've been. Mammoth and barbarian, harder than Conan and Samson. Hercules, these verses be like gods to the average. Damage on sight, off top of written, like scriptures. Gon' either give you the strength or conviction. Water faucet, even when off, I'm still flowing. Hot or cold, one flick of the wrist, then the explosion. Giving heavy doses, leave them addicted and fiending. Like sleep thinking up a bitch, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. I'm a perfect storm.
Yeah, that one right there. Hey, look, that's just a snippet. So tell people if they want the full video, tell them where they can go get it.
They're gonna have to wait until the album drops. The day that the album drops, Barmaster video will be dropping. We got like a little marketing thing we about to put behind that. I'm not gonna say too much yet, but on the line we'll have the announcement first, so we announce it at the same time. But yes, it's gonna be something with that Barmaster and the day of the album dropping, with a little special gift for the first 100 fans, and that's all I'm gonna put out. But that is called Bar Masters, and Long Beach, we setting the standard with that to the world. Long Beach is versus everybody. Bar up, that's real.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
I got to say something. Let me give a shout out to Jawan, Cali's World. He was the camera one. We give him the director. Also, Smooth Cut Productions, editor. I was a executive producer and executive director. So I'm gonna say thank you.
Shout out her. Shout out her.
I'm about to say her. We ain't forgot about you. Also, we need to say something. That day was a day, man. That was a day we shot that video, man.
Hey, listen.
I'm trying to get it out, man. But the most important thing about that video was how that video came about. Well, how the video came about was Willie and Eric Lee did a song, Bar Masters, for Stand Beneath My Feet, JJ Funby Store, a documentary series that got put out by Digital Soapbox Network. And so the song was put on there. I asked them to do the song, da-da-da-da-da. They did it, no problem. And then after the documentary came out, I was like, man, we might as well do the video. They was like, what? I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Bam, and they did it. But one secret thing I'm gonna leave out, and I'm letting another individual, how Eric Lee became the second MC on there. That's something I'm gonna leave out for now. But he earned this spot on there. That's all I can tell you. And there was other individuals that I had that should have been on there, but Eric Lee came up to the table and did his thing, man. So shout out to Eric Lee, the Bar Masters, those who know about it. You hear me talking about it, don't worry about it. We still got room for you for other projects. Yes. So, Willie, I want to ask you this. Seriously, how dedicated are you to this music game about promoting yourself, being a independent, or well, I don't know when you use the word independent, but you know, you got management, you know, how serious are you dedicating yourself to this album, pushing this album without no major record label?
You know, independently, you know, the effort has to be pushed over aggressively. Like, man, you know, it really come time, like with this dream, it ain't no sleep. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like, you know, you think of a dream being sleep, but you can't sleep when you chasing this game by yourself. So it's countless hours, it's countless hitting the streets, being on the internet, which is like not even one of my major things, because I'm not, you know, I'm still a younger in between cat. So, you know, the internet, we was more streets in the streets, word of mouth, be out there open like that. So with the internet, you know, we learning to do more. But yeah, man, it's just countless. I'm at it, man, because like I said, I got to compete with a lot of people. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Long Beach, I'm one of the greatest. I'm gonna hold that point, and I'm about to show the world that this is what it is, man. They're gonna have to hear me.
Ooh, well, you talk right now, boy.
Yeah, they got to.
He got the fireplace on. He turned up in the furnace.
Yeah. Boy, man, look at here. Well, okay, all right now. Let's get to the next thing, cause yeah. Play the next material, man. Well, let's go.
Willie Steel G.
You want to get on so long, these count this shit. Nah, nigga, I fuck with you. Ride on the coast, nigga. Wait, slug. It goes 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Willie Will, big chill is the return of the ghost. Not to be savvy, I'ma let the ass know. To be cryptificant is the return of the lost. She flies in Springfields. She rides in 3 wheels. Or the icebox, give no fuck about how a bitch feel. Same shit, different era, Long Beach, something together. Look, you know you niggas in trouble. Now back to my section at hand. With finger twisted signs to let you know banging at high demand. West Coast to the Nostra, Crips movers or rollers.
Now, Willie, that song is also on the new album?
That's on a new album, and that's also featuring Big Chill from Compton's Most Wanted. We got
Big Chill.
Yeah, Big Chill from Compton's Most Wanted is on that one. And actually, once you listen to the song, I'm gonna give an insider. I was gonna let the people wait, but what we did was kind of remake Dr. Dre and Snoop's Next Episode. So how we kind of did our verses was, I start off when I say 1, 2, 3 into the 4, and then Big Chill come in with Dre part. So we just did a little remix because it's like, you know, I'm at a point still, like, we from Long Beach, but I'm also a West Coast artist, and I think that the rap game is forgetting the impact that not only West Coast but Long Beach itself has had on the game. But we getting away from really just spitting bars, really getting back to like this real just G-Funk, you know what I mean? So that was important for us to do that on this album. To we call it the new era G-Funk. Actually, shout out to Warren G though, big bro. But it was important for us to make sure that they got that sound out of this too, as well as, you know, it's sprinkled. I got all kind of stuff on the album. As I say, Willies World is gonna be my brain, but we still have to sprinkle some of that West. Shout out to West Coast.
So with the energy and the muscle and the effort going into this album, you really pushed that pen to that paper, didn't you?
Oh man, you got to ask Fumby, man. Fumby was there for sessions. If you knew how this album will come together, like me, it'll just be me, Eric Lee, and Fumby. We'll go to the studio, and as we in the studio, we'll twist something up, smoke, Anthem will make a beat. We do a hook. Twist something up, smoke, Anthem will make a beat. We do a hook. Twist something up, smoke, Anthem. Then we'll come back a few days later, and then we'll smoke, record. Smoke, record. So the process of the album, the creativity, the rawness, it's a special thing. And once people get this album and they start doing what it do, I'm gonna let you know that it was all the factors involved that make this project great, not just myself.
I have a question for you, Willie. Check this out. You just mentioned the big impact that Long Beach had, not just on the West Coast, but in the hip hop rap world, period, correct?
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, do you think being an artist coming out of Long Beach that the bar is set high for you, that you gotta perform, you gotta show up?
Of course, because what Snoop did was he set a standard. So man, you know, people kind of, I believe that the world judges you off of like, okay, Snoop's success is here. But if you come to the city of Long Beach, man, honestly, and I'm gonna speak, and that's from the east, the north, the west, every hood represented. We got, man, Long Beach is just a talented place, period. From sports to acting to you know, we got people in politics. It's just a different. It's something that's in that water out there, man. So when I push for Long Beach and be an advocate for Long Beach, it's because we so great, man. And I'm talking about from the Crips and all, man. It's just a different place, man. So that's what we pushing. So when it's like Willies World, I'm really talking about Long Beach too, because that's my world. You know what I mean? So right. I think it's a certain standard, but we all set them standards. Shout out to every rapper from Long Beach. Period.
I like to say this. What we was smoking was marijuana. And it was
clear that up. Yes, clear that up for real. You know, people start thinking y'all was on something else.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me complete this. King Louis OG. Repeat. King Louis OG in the backwoods. The honey backwoods.
That's good you cleared that up, because you know people start thinking otherwise, man.
Hey, no. But look, Joe. No, I said we twisted one, burned one. Twisted, We didn't put that. We wasn't using,
that's right.
We
Yeah,
wasn't
you did
using
say that.
Smoking marijuana,
We wasn't
which is
smoking
legal
no
here in
rocks, baby.
California.
Hey,
For
we are in
recreational
California.
purposes.
Hey, but we wasn't in there method and testing. We was burning that good green and keeping it clean.
That King Louis OG.
Right.
Shout out to King Louis. Shout out to Sun Rock.
Shout out Louis, man. Shout out Sun Rock.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be real. Shout out to Big Tradie Sun Rocks.
Shout out to Big Tradie. Hey, that really it fueled a lot of this. Hey, man, that was the creative process. Facts.
That's what it was.
Every now and then we had some of that. We might sip on a little soft sip. You know what I mean? A little some.
You talking about? Yeah, you're not a big liquor drinker, but he did.
Yeah,
he did drink half a cup of liquor. But anyway, let's move on to the next song.
When I close my eyes, I see. When I close my eyes, I see.
Listen.
When I close my eyes, I see.
In a trance to advance, but like on fake, don't take a chance. Dream luck of hope, lids closed on, dark bitches coming from the ghosts. Follow daydreams, never nightmares. Out of body, know I was right there. My reality's the truth. If I stand all illusions, I'll be living in the views. This a bucket, no, it's an S5. Your pocket short, no, they gay wide. Big pop, manifest thoughts to substance. High frequency, how you turn nothing into something. Look, they don't believe, they ain't got to.
One with universe and most high, like I got you.
Hey, Willie, on this Willie World, how many songs did you make to get to the album, and how many songs are actually on that album?
Woo!
I think we did about 30 to 35 songs, and only 14 made it.
Okay, now the other ones that didn't make it, you just gonna put them in storage, or you got a project for those too?
Well, we dropped some as singles. We got 500 Hertz. We got a compilation we're about to do. I also got an EP I'm doing with Beats McGee right now. I got an EP I'm doing with Eric Lee right now. So we just keep we map, man. It's foot like y'all know how 2020 went, man. So
yeah,
what we couldn't do in 2020, what we made sure we do, we kept working. Period.
Now another thing about you, Willie, that people may or may not know. You vicious with that freestyle, man. All a nigga gotta do is throw you a beat and you own it.
Control. Put the camera back on me. Control. Hey,
here we go.
One of the best. One of the best. Y'all can line them up. Like I say, man, they gonna feel Willie this year. Also, look, I want to plug another album, and this is on the low. I got a cousin. My cousin name is J-Dub. This is really my blood cousin. So we got an album coming out called Real Eastside Cousins too. So Wreck Time. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something but just like I said, displaying Long Beach. Hey, but on that freestyle, back to that. Man, line them up, bro. Stop playing with me. Give me my due.
If you ain't up on Will in this freestyle, you gotta hit him on IG. He hits you with some freestyles every now and then, but let me tell you, man, whoo, yeah, bring your water hose because you're gonna have to put the fire out. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, line them up, man. Tell them stop playing with the camp, man. Yes.
Now you also been around a lot of other artists because I met you and Fonby with my folks, DJ Position from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Come to find out, y'all was on tour together. Ain't that some shit?
Hey, man, like I say, we was on tour, man. You gotta understand, we was on tour with Bone Thugs, Warren G, Snoop, Dogg, Twister, Too Short. Man, stop playing, man. It was out of control. It was out of control. Just the knowledge we was getting, the relationships that we built, and like I say, the Puff Puff Pass tour, because we went on a small tour first, West Run, which was cool, but that Puff Puff Pass tour, man, that showed us the life, and it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it, man.
Yeah, that I had an opportunity to go to those shows and see. That's what's good about the West. When it shows out here, we as West Coasters, we show up. And the beautiful thing about it, not like it was back in the 80s and the 90s, you have a lot of team members from both sides. You have Crips Blood show up and they just have a good time. It's like a high school reunion. everybody feel good. They trading ideas. They working together. You know, they meeting people and setting up other deals with each other. So that's how it's supposed to be, man. And yeah, that's how I met you through Fambi, and come to find out you and my folks was working together. And I'm like, wow, it's a small world over here, man.
You know, like I said, me and Fambi, man, there's so many funny stories with, because I'm in the music business, but we in the music business because Fambi will tell you, he can attest, man. We do private security too, like our own firm. So it used to be shows where I go perform, take the chain out, tuck the chain in, then I'm doing interviews and security. So I'll be on stage with a rocking the person might be in the crowd throwing their hands up. Next thing you know, I'm kicking their ass out of the backstage.
hey, look, hey, trip this, hey, real quick. Hey, let me say this, check this out. So my folks DJ Position, right? So I roll with him, right? You know, I'm with him, you know, to be there by side, right? So we go to a show in Santa Ana. So right. I see Fambi. Hey, so to y'all out there, this is how me and Fambi hooked up. So I see him, right? The first time I meet this nigga Fambi, he was throwing the motherfucker off stage. and then thanks to DSN, he put us together because we both did, you know, little stuff for DSN. He said, man, I'm gonna put y'all together and y'all gonna have y'all whoop wop. So when I get to meet who he is, I'm like, oh, first thing I saw, yeah, you the nigga that was throwing somebody off stage. And that's the same day I met you. That's the first time I met Fambi. He was throwing the nigga off stage. I was like, this shit is wild.
All right now. That's how I eat.
That was a rough day.
And look, don't take it personal, just business, man. Folks pay me money to the stage, man. That's what I do.
Hey, Fambi.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever had to use that line? You could take the stairs, you could take the window.
I don't enjoy it, but they pay me decent for that kind of work. But yeah, anyway, shout out to the Wire Entertainment.
I was about to say that. Shout out to the Wire
Entertainment, to the FA, and as well as the homie Big Scooby, man, Black Ass Scooby, man. I appreciate you keeping me working, man, as well as
I had a question. Can I smoke on camera?
Nah, man, you ain't for being that much long for to boot your ass off right quick. You ain't be on your all day. Yeah, we ain't for doing all that, man. We just got time for all that stuff, man. We doing an interview, man. Come on, man. What is wrong with you?
But see, hey, it wouldn't be authentic if he didn't do what he do.
Man, he gonna get off camera.
I ain't do nothing. I just lean to the side.
Yeah, look. You go do what you want to do in about 10, 15 minutes.
Hey, check this out. We got another one, a snippet, some from the album. So while we going to that, I guess you can take your smoke break.
Yeah.
Control, hit us with the next one.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the greatest. I like the way y'all do business.
Let go with no ice, sipping. All in the party going up and ain't nobody tripping. Don't pass no stress, cause you know it's only gas. I'm hitting. My dog's off the leash and we out on the prowl. So
Look, 4-shot drink up.
So let's keep it.
Pretty Willie, what they call him. Every girl in the world, more or less, want all of them. Fly guy with the Mai Tai, say she wanna run away to paradise. Decided to take her, hella exotic, her flavor. Then we stood across the dance floor. She threw her drink in the air and let that ass go. Fuck it up, let's get it. No.
All right, yeah. You got some home runs on there, man. Yeah.
Oh man, hey, you know what? And honestly, like I say, the songs that I picked for the snippets was just to give everybody a little piece of the bar. But yeah, man, it's this project, man, is well worth it. Like I say, man, if you're gonna spend your money on this, I guarantee you it's well worth it. It was a lot of effort, a lot of heads put into it, a lot of great energy. So if I'm selling anything to the people, I'm just selling, man, raw music, real music, and real people. That's what I'm selling. You did?
Oh, for sure. Before we forget, I want to give a shout out to Rob T for his behind the scenes activity, man, or participating in this album, man. Whatever he do, what he does. You know, also I want to make sure that we do not forget. We can't forget one person, man. It's You got some dedications to this album to some people, don't you?
Man, definitely, man. My father, for one, rest in peace. I definitely want to our moms, man, who's fighting cancer right now. Man, I know, man. I mean, it's a lot of people, man, because a lot of things happen over this time doing this album, man. So, and definitely, you know, God, man, and
some of the homeboys and homegirls.
Oh man, shout out, man. Shout out the homegirl Checker, the homie Ace Capone. Shout out Lil Willie. Man, yeah, man. We lost Nene. Oh yeah, Monty Nene, man. Shout out the homie Jazz, JJ, Lynn. Man, I mean, we lost a lot of people to COVID and street activities, man. So definitely in the memory of all of them, man, a lot of that's what I'm saying. Like that's Willies World. That's for real. Like it's Willies World, man. And shout out to all the homies and homegirls who are locked up. Man, you know, shout out to my set too, man. I'm not gonna say, because at the end of the day, I'm still nothing without the knowledge and the things I went through my hood and learning things. And I love, like I say, you know, my big homies, they support me. They stand behind me on a lot of things. And that's what it is, man. So, you know, with all of that, I just want to say shout out to all of them. Shout out to the East Side of Long Beach. Shout out to the city of Long Beach. For sure, man. I also give a shout out to Big Scrap as well. Big Scrap. Yeah. For sure. Well, Junior, kind of let this square do what he got to do. We got some more music, man. We got stuff to do, man.
All right. Well, you know, thank you, Willie, for tuning in with us, hanging out with us, man. Hey, appreciate you spending your Saturday afternoon with us. I appreciate y'all. I actually got a video shoot I'm doing tonight, so man, y'all pray for us. We keep the thing continuing, man. Okay, once again, shout out to DSN, Digital Soapbox Network. Yeah. You know, we got Smooth Cut Productions. Again, The Wire, Hefe over there. Everybody who tuning in, thank you for hanging out with us. And JJ Farmer, you got something to say? I want to say shout out, man. Shout out to Stymie too. Shout out to both of y'all, man. I really love y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all support. And you know, back in Fumby, definitely, you know, shout out to you, man, for just being who you are, man. That's like my big brother, man. And he been teaching me a lot, teaching me one thing. And I'm gonna tell you one thing I learned from him the most, man, and it's real. He taught me no excuses, get off your ass, and go get at it every day, man. So I want to shout out him. I want to shout out my Uncle Rag. Exactly. People that kind of push me. These are the people that really, really push me, man. And shout out to my daughter, because my daughter is my biggest inspiration in life, man. And but yeah, shout out just to everybody, the whole team, Digital Soapbox. Shout out Stein. Shout out The Wire Entertainment. But definitely, man, this On the Line podcast, I want y'all to know something about this, man. These are real dudes. These is real stand-up guys, man. So y'all need to start tapping in and blowing up things that are real, man. On the Line podcast, nigga, #1. That's my thought. All right, Artist Shield, baby. On the line. Yeah. Every day, on the line. Every day, on the line. Every day, Digital Soapbox. Every day, on the line. I remember every day on the line. Every day.